Hi, good afternoon. Thank you again for this opportunity. My name is Stephen Carr. I'm an independent consultant based here in Switzerland and co-founder of the Agripreneurship Alliance. The Alliance is an early stage startup. We're currently working through legal issues and so forth with the idea of establishing as a Swiss-based association. And our purpose is to support the development of the African agricultural renaissance through supporting the development of young entrepreneurs in agriculture and agribusiness. So enabling startups to happen from primary production of foodstuffs right through to food being on somebody's plate in front of them. And that's within the context of local food systems and global food systems. And we're going to do this by linking with local partners, which I'll explain more about, but supporting them through the development of cloud-based resources. So as you're aware, there are lots of challenges facing the world right now. We're soon to be hitting 9 billion people. We have got climate change, which has got massive implications on crop yield, on hunger, on water rights and access to water. And as well as issues around the increasing age of farmers, and we're soon to be approaching an average age of 60 years for farmers in Africa. And along with this, we have massive emigration of young people from rural communities where they don't perceive themselves to have a good future to urban areas. And these are big challenges. These are big challenges not just for Africa, but for the world. And what we aim to do is harness and be part of some really exciting activities that are happening in Africa right now. So we have a partner called the International Institute of Tropical Agriculture based in Nigeria, who over the last couple of years have been piloting a program called the Youth Agripreneur Program, which is now operating in 5 African countries. And this is harnessing the skills of young unemployed or underemployed university graduates who have not been able to find gainful employment once they've graduated, and providing them with a year-long training opportunity to encourage them to start agribusiness. And this program is now operating in 5 countries, and it's being accepted as a model by the African Union Commission and the African Development Bank as a model which will impact 25 countries across sub-Saharan Africa and 250,000 young adults. We know from conversations with our partners and from current students that what is missing is good quality, culturally correct and appropriate and contextually correct in terms of agribusiness teaching resources for business startup. So what we plan to do, and we are currently working on, is developing a global partnership across business, universities and NGO sector, and we currently have about 40 different organizations who are already saying that they wish to be a part of this. We will be enabled to develop a hub of information on a website which will link people to the existing materials that are out there but in a very fragmented way, and then also develop jointly new materials to fulfill need. And one of the key things that we think is needed from the research that we've undertaken is an e-learning course taking a new entrepreneur through the early stages of developing a business plan, but something which is appropriate for Africans, whether that's white Africans, black Africans, whether it's east, south, west or north, and something that is focused on entrepreneurship and agribusiness. And from our research, this is not available. And one of the key tools within this will be a course that is embedded into face-to-face training programs to enhance the learning and enable this to happen. And from this program, to be able to make the tools and resources available to individual agripreneurs as well. As I mentioned, we're developing an association. We are looking at a business model that will utilize core funding from the self-enlightened interest of multinational corporations, and we already have some commitments of funding from those. And we're also looking at exit strategies as well in terms of linking with other platforms. A large key to this, as I mentioned, is social media. We have secured pages on LinkedIn and Facebook and Twitter, although we have not launched these yet. But we do have a website, which is a first iteration, and mainly aimed at partners. And this is at theagripreneur.org, which I would be very welcome if you could look at this and get some more information. So that's a very quick run through about what we're trying to do. Thank you for your time and attention, and I'll be very pleased to answer any questions that you may have. Thank you.